Hey everybody, thanks for checking in today. Always glad that you stopped by. I don't know if you've ever encountered this before. I certainly have, and I've been learning from it ever since, once it realized and hit me like a ton of bricks that I was the cause of the problem. Taking total ownership, we're big on that here at Day One Coaching, and we're big on letting go of all the excuses and all the reasons why, and he said, she said, and that's why I did blah, blah, blah. It's everybody else's fault. No, it's my responsibility. That's what we're working on. So I don't know if you've ever had this situation where you get in a disagreement with someone, and instead of that moment when you realize, I don't know if you've ever had this, but it happened to me, that moment you realize that you're actually wrong, or you could be wrong, or the possibility is that you're wrong, and instead of owning up to it right in that moment and trying to diffuse the situation, saying, I'm sorry, I misunderstood, whatever, I'm wrong, imagine saying that. Instead of doing those things, you keep fighting, and you keep fighting, and you start to believe the stuff that just doesn't make any sense anyways, but as you're saying it, you'd rather win the conversation and hurt somebody than just identify the fact that you're wrong. And on top of that, how many times have you had to pay for that? Whether someone reminds you of your mistakes, or even better, you've reminded others when they made a mistake. So instead of growing from it and growing through it and trying to be that decent human being that we're trying to be, we stick to what we believe was right. And it was right, and I was right in that situation. Paying your dues over and over and over again is the excerpt that we're talking about today from Don Miguel Ruiz and the Four Agreements. And it's about justice and injustice. You ready for this? Buckle in. True justice is paying only once for each mistake. True injustice is paying more than once for each mistake. How many times do we pay for one mistake? The answer is thousands of times. Sometimes you think about the mistake you did, not just relive it or get reminded of it, but you're actually thinking about it and you replay it in your head over and over and over again, and you beat yourself down. The human is the only animal on earth that pays 1,000 times for the same mistake. We make a mistake, we judge ourselves, we find ourselves guilty, and we punish ourselves. How many times do we make our spouse, our children, or our parents pay for the same mistake? Every time we remember the mistake, we blame them again and send them all that emotional poison we feel from the injustice, and then we make them pay again for the same mistake. Is that justice? Listen, the moment you realize that once something has happened, it's now in the past. And the moment you realize you are replaying something from the past instead of trying to make things right now so that they can be better going forward, that moment that you realize that will be so powerful for you, you won't even know it hit you. And you'll be wanting to give yourself a big hug knowing that you're trying to do better, because better is better. Think about something that you've been making people pay for some injustice. Maybe it's yourself that you keep making pay for it. And I do know this, you're worth feeling relief from that. You're worth identifying those moments in the past, and you're worth moving forward. Try to make things right. Just try. You matter. I appreciate you.